All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. We just finished up an ab day, feeling pretty damn good. We're doing the deload right now, as I explained yesterday in the video. And with just being sick and everything, we decided that it'd be a good idea to just kind of take it back, kind of make sure our body's working the way it needs to, so that we can continue to progress and move forward. Some stuff I didn't explain yesterday was right now we're currently at 181. We're right on track. We're in a great position right now. With the sickness, we retained a little bit more body weight, body fat than I necessarily wanted to, but what are you gonna do about it? It just happens. This theoretically should be the last week of cutting before we just kind of maintain where we're at about 179, 178. I don't know if I want to go down to 175. I'm definitely not as lean as I have been in the past, but I don't think I've lost any muscle mass or muscle size yet, and I really don't want to do that. I'm very worried about losing size, because I was talking to my buddy about it, and I was like, no matter what, right? You put on us all this weight during the bulk, and afterwards, you don't really want to lose the size. You went through all that turmoil and all that bullshit of just being heavy and hot and sweaty. Like, I don't want to lose the little bit of mediocre size that I put on. So, we're not going to go down too low. I remember specifically my freshman year of college, right? We got there, never knew really how to cut or what to do. So what we did was we went to college, and the deficit we did was like 50%. I wasn't tracking my calories, but I was definitely eating way less. I wasn't eating whatever. I had healthy options in front of me, not just, Jersey Mike's, Chipotle, and all that other stuff, home food, a lot more stuff at home. Like, unless you're at the cafeteria or the Great Hall is what we called it. Unless you're there, you're not gonna eat. So the only times we would eat is when we went down there. I went down there like maybe 2 to 3 times a day. So I had 3 good meals, and I prioritized eating, healthier options. My mindset was eat things that I don't necessarily like, which is kind of weird, but they were the healthier options. I don't like eating vegetables, I ate more vegetables. I don't like eating unseasoned plain chicken. I was eating unseasoned plain chicken. Chipotle is way better, obviously, which has been kind of funny. I've been kind of teetering back a little bit on the Chipotle, just because I've been finding some other options that are cheaper that can hit my protein count, since I don't necessarily have to hit my calorie point, right? So I'm still doing the Chipotle, but with my calories going down, I can, go with other options while keeping my protein count the same. But back then, in freshman year, the point of the story was I dropped hella weight, which was good, but then I was in I was in a deficit for way too long, so I lost size. So I had all these really good gains, and then I slowly started to atrophy away, which was not good. So we're avoiding that this time. So that means that we're not going to go down too low. We're just going to bite the bullet and accept that, we don't really need to be leaner than we are, even though we want to be. And we just got to accept it, and that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. So the point of doing this is to be healthy and to be happy. Even though veins do make me happy and all the other sorts. But, it's good. I'm upset that the last week of being sick, I didn't really get much footage. I kind of took that week off. But that's just because, of one or two things, and I can be honest with myself since these are fucking for me, theoretically, being in this deficit, it really, it hinders, doesn't hinder you, but it makes your motivation way lower to do a lot of things besides the bare necessities, the bare minimum of what you need to do. And I know my calories aren't that low, but still, being in this deficit of 2,500 calories, 2,400 calories, it's painful. At night I'm hungry, I'm fucking tired all the time. The cold plunges and all that other stuff are preventing me from getting injured and keeping my energy at least higher. But one of the big things I had to pull away from was towards the tail end of the bulk, kind of the beginning through the stuff in the beginning of the cut, was I wanted to have more anti-inflammation with what I was doing. So we were doing some tokes of the devil jazz cabbage before the workout and during, and I think we're just it's kind of cutting my motivation a little bit. You know, in the beginning it was real strong and fiery because I had everything else going, but like I think the brain fog's too much, so we're gonna dial back on that. Sadly, it just is what it is. You know, I still think it's the greatest pre-workout known to man, and on the weekends we'll probably doing that, but you know, during the week we'll probably cut away from that, just because I think it's affecting my sleep, my recovery. I need to just lock back in. We're locking back in. That's what it needs to do. I fell out of being locked in for about 2 weeks there, and fucking hate it. You know, we had the week of not being locked in before the sickness, and then after. And you know what? Just need to lock in. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Continuing back on with the daily stuff, and nothing really more to say. No bitching, no complaining. So it is how it is. So again, it's been a long journey. You know, 2 weeks. Should be in the 70s right now. We're still in the 50s, but I'm not going to cheat myself. So we got plenty more videos to come, kind of documenting the journey and see where we're going to end up. Just have to see what happens. So again, thank you all for being here and supporting me through these things. And yeah, my goal is to continue to make better and better videos, and make it more of a learning and enjoyable experience for you guys. So thank you very much. Hope you have a wonderful and a phenomenal day, and I'll see you tomorrow for some shoulders.